I feel like we paying the consequences of our social media climate that these new dudes do not want to be famous. They do not see it the same way. And you know who I'm gonna get you back on my side with this. And you know who fault it is? Everybody that hated on LeBron James.
We're ready. We're prepared. Do not give in to fear. We are fearless. This is not the time to be afraid. This is a time to stand up and fight back and to resist any temptation for them to divide us. We're in this together. The rule of law is on our side. We will not give in, not give up. We will not capitulate. We will not bow. We will not bend. We will survive.
The black guy who tips. We were talking a little NBA. There was a draft also. Oh, there was also an NBA final that happened. Apparently, OKC won. I didn't care. I don't know. Did you care at all? Neither did you.
Cared. I cared.
Did you? That's right. We already went through this small city, blah, blah, blah. All right, good for you.
Get in on the ground floor of the new NBA, everybody. These are gonna be some faces y'all are gonna get familiar with. This is like what it felt like at the turn of the dial when like Tim Duncan won, and we were like, San Antonio? Don't nobody care about San Antonio, the 48th market in the, I remember that. And now, 20 years later, we might not have enjoyed those finals when they happened, but we all talk about Tim Duncan like, nah, he was a bad boy. He got 5 of them rings during Kobe and Shaq. He was like, we love to bring it up, and I think we might be on the ground floor.
No, who's we? Ain't nobody bringing up San Antonio ever. No, they don't.
Sports people.
No, we could say Tim Duncan, the big fundamental, but ain't nobody ever with glory in their eyes talk about San Antonio.
Absolutely,
I'm sorry,
they do.
Nobody's talking about
I'm going to tell you how I know they do. You know how I know they do? Because when they had Victor Wembanyama in the draft, everybody was like, of course he's got to go to San Antonio. They the only ones that know how to make a person a star out of. And I said, oh, so San Antonio, the organization now, is getting credit. It's not Tim Duncan. It's not David Robinson. It's not even Coach Pop at this point. The magical city of San Antonio, they just know how to win rings. Must be something in the river water or something. But I have watched it happen in my lifetime. And it's not something I did begrudgingly watch it happen. I never liked them San Antonio teams. But I'm not going to sit up here and act like years of listening to everybody else slob them down didn't happen. That happened. That absolutely is happening.
Did not happen. You have a very twisted way of remembering.
They got the second pick in this draft too, and everybody was like, because every time it happened, it'd be when the Hornets should have got it. That's why I noticed. That's why I noticed.
Okay.
If we would have drafted Wemby, they would have been like, oh, he gonna suck. He ain't gonna pan out right. Oh, but San Antonio, they just got the magic down there.
Oh, they got David Robinson and big fundamental. Yes, they do. Big men and Popovich.
Tony Parker, Manu Ginobili.
Yeah, but I'm saying Popovich is part of that, and he's one of the last good coaches.
He had a stroke. This man is not coaching anymore, and they still talking like this.
I mean, because he got a legacy. But let me just say this: the NBA, they're gonna mark my words, y'all. Mark this day. I don't remember a lot of things, but when I say stuff, I know it's true.
Okay.
I'm going to predict that the NBA's ratings and people's interest is going to wane. I'm going to predict that this crop of players that are and boring and weird, it's going to hurt them. They don't have any super, and you say what you want. Let's.
They've been saying it my whole life. I just can't.
Okay.
And I'm gonna always defend this league because I feel like a lot of it feel anti-black to me.
I'm not anti-black, so
I'm not saying you are, but I'm saying a lot of these.
Don't bring up something that ain't part of this. I'm not anti-black. It's not an anti-black statement.
I'm saying the reason I'm gonna be defensive is because it's like if you would say, Rod, I don't like your shirt. Cool. But if racist people was on the street saying they don't like my shirt, I might defend my shirt a little bit to you.
But you ain't got to defend it with me is my point. This ain't what the conversation is. So don't bring something from out there into here.
I'm gonna defend, but I'm saying I'm defending these dudes.
Defend it out there.
But part of it is also I disagree with you. Like it's not just that. It's also I think you're wrong. I think the league ratings, the Game 7 ratings were higher than before. So
whatever.
Right there, we know. So let's know. I do facts. You know, I come on here for facts. I don't do none of this.
Hold on.
Conspiracy
And
stuff.
admittedly, I didn't watch, so I feel like if I didn't watch it, they nobody
Right,
watched
right.
it. So who
But
are y'all
but we gotta be factual.
Who watched this? Who watched it?
You're not gonna let people come up and lie to you. Come on now.
I'll concede on that. I'll admit I did not one iota of research on this. I don't care enough.
Now let me add this though. The new dudes, I feel like we paying the consequences of our social media climate, that these new dudes do not want to be famous. They do not see it the same way. And you know who I'm gonna get you back on my side with this. And you know who fault it is? Everybody that hated on LeBron James. Because these dudes watched 20 years of a man I consider to be the greatest NBA player. And let's say he's not the greatest. You out there, y'all hating. Second greatest? What, top 5?
We have top 5.
We have spent more of his career. 3. We have spent more of his career, a career that by the numbers, unparalleled in many areas. We spent more of his career talking about what he's not. Now, why if I'm Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, I done grew up, I seen how y'all done treated the greatest man I done ever seen touch a basketball, because these boys too young to have seen Michael Jordan at this point. So I done seen what y'all did to this man. Whenever he had any tweet, whenever he said anything with personality, any sassy thing he said in an interview after years of admonishment, when he said he want to take his talents to Miami and still got them 2 rings, by the way. When he did that, every step of the way, y'all was telling me he wasn't shit. So yeah, maybe I don't have anything nice to like. I don't want your attention. I don't even drink. These boys so young, they didn't even party. They like back to work. They don't care about that.
They done brought their grandpapas, their mamas was there. It is different. Okay. All right. I'm gonna lean in and be quiet because I don't care enough to argue with you about this at all. And
but that's why they boring is my point. Like Jason Tatum is boring to me. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is boring to me. No offense to him. Anthony Edwards is kind of cool, but he don't take care of his kids. That's not cool to me. Like, like these dudes are missing something.
They are. I mean, what's the guy that Dylan Brooks had to file a restraining order against his ex? I mean, this is another Spur. One of boring ass team. And y'all can look up the story. I don't care enough to tell y'all about the story, but he's in trouble. Who's the guy with the stripper, or is she a porn star? What's his name?
Oh, Zion Williamson.
Zion. I mean,
keep messing with them Instagram models.
It's just crazy. I mean, the worst we had was Gilbert Arenas bringing gun. Anyway, let me move that. Let me move over there. Over there.
I feel you.
The NBA, the number 1 draft pick on Monday, Wednesday night? Number 1 draft pick was a guy named Cooper Flagg from the Duke team. Duke, by the way, all 5 starters made the NBA. They are all in the NBA. Every single one of them got drafted. He was number 1. He went to the Mavs. He's going to be signing a $62.7 million rookie contract with the Mavs that runs through 2029. At number 2, another Dookie, Dylan Harper, who is the son of
he went to Rutgers, but yeah.
Did he? Oh, did he? Yeah. I'm sorry. The first guy went to Duke, right?
Yeah.
The one we were just talking about. Duke. Cooper went to Duke. Flagg went to Duke. Dylan Harper is a Rutgers guy. That's Smith's team. Hey, Ron Harper. Now, Ron Harper was supposed to be Jordan before Jordan. I remember.
Yes, he was.
I remember. Yep. That's what I'm saying. Like, I guess I feel like I've crossed over into the old person that I remember when milk was 27 cents. I'm that person.
You know what's tripping me out? I'm 47. I'm watching my homies turn to the old people when it comes to the NBA, and it's messing me up. It's messing me up because I'm young at heart.
Hold on, Rod. I just realized what happened. I'm my grandparents.
I remember this man from when I was 16 or 17. I had an internship. It was 1998, I think, somewhere around there. I had an internship, and I was making such good money for a kid. Like I was making like $18 an hour. It was crazy, and 40 hours a week for the whole summer. I was living, okay. But I was in there working with grown people, is my point. And there was this older white man who worked there, and it's 98. I think this was Jordan's 6th ring. And I'm like, Michael Jordan, greatest of all time. I know we finna watch him this weekend. Wait, watch what he do to these Jazz. That man looked me dead in my eyes and said, Michael Jordan is not even close to the greatest player of all time. I was like, where they make you at? And that man, every single day, and I thank him. I actually thank him for this because it's what shaped my thinking about LeBron. This man said Bill Russell had more rings. And he's educated me, by the way, because I didn't grow up during Bill Russell. So I'm like, what, 11 rings? That's possible? 11 rings. So he had more rings. He said Abdul-Jabbar had more points. Oscar Robertson averaged a triple-double. Wilt Chamberlain averaged 50 points in a season. I said, damn, okay, player. Okay, I didn't know these things. But he taught me at that moment, was like, there's more than one way to view what's greatness. And I had been sucked in by the Jordan propaganda machine to be like, nah, it's only one way to be great. It's a lot of ways to be great. And it's why I believe LeBron is great, because I was able to be like, oh no, it's just a different set for everybody. So now I'm watching my homies become the people that's like, I don't know, SGA something about them. Well, when we was coming up, if you won MVP, you was an all-star, all-NBA, finals MVP, and a championship, we typically said, yo, you the best player in the world. But somehow it don't count no more because we old.
Let me just say, I will admit this on these airwaves, and you have, and this is important. I think this goes across all sectors. I was watching what's going on in sports right now. I started my career as a sports writer. So I'm resting on laurels that no longer are valid. And I knew it was maybe a couple of weeks ago, because I was like, I think I could get back in here and talk about sports. And I was like, I don't have the energy. I ain't trying to watch these games. I don't even really care that much. I'm not going to know the stats the way I used to be in my 20s. I knew the stuff. I'll talk to everybody. I don't care enough. And I had to, and this was an example of what just happened.
Yeah.
It's not good enough just to have an opinion. So you just,
one of my best homies, I love him to death. He does his thing where he'll use the fact that he don't know something like it's a knock against the thing. And I'm like, that's just ignorance.
Correct.
It's like masquerading as knowledge.
It's like Ish on Joe Budden's show. You don't know enough to talk.
Just because you don't know, don't mean nobody knows. Like it's like, once again, you get to the finals. I ain't never heard of these dudes. That's your fault. They played 82 games plus the playoffs. You had plenty of time to get to know these dudes.
So I'm admit in this space, I may or may not watch basketball.
Yeah.
I have no interest in it. I don't care about these boys. I don't know them. I don't like how they look. I don't like nothing about them. Okay. So I probably should have no opinion. And this should go for sports. It should go for politics. It should go for everything. Right.
You're right.
I'm going to model what it should look like when you don't know.
But you know what? That's beautiful, because to me, and I think more people should do this. That's relatable. I always think it's weird when the people try to do the like, nah, I know what I need. I know what I'm talking. I think it's more relatable when you be like, I don't know. I don't care. And then you're going to find a lot more company that'll be like, actually, you know what? I don't hate SGA. I actually don't know who he is. I have nothing to feel good or bad about that man. I don't care.
We're ready. We're prepared. Do not give in to fear. We are fearless. This is not the time to be afraid. This is a time to stand up and fight back, and to resist any temptation for them to divide us. We're in this together. The rule of law is on our side. We will not give in, not give up. We will not capitulate. We will not bow. We will not bend. We will